So here we can look into the structure of one of those walls, and you see the outer coarse blocks, and here's a beautiful Ancamerite block as it happens with big pyroxenes. Lovely, but now I'm here for the pyramids, not for igneous petrology, so I better focus on the wall here. And there is coarser outer blocks that give the main structure, and then there's a fill material of smaller, partly rounded materials in the center. So this is how the wall would be constructed, and this is not untypical. But in one of these walls there was pottery found, and some of the pottery was supposed to be, according to the archaeologists, younger than the conquest of the islands by the Spaniards. So if that's something to go by, then it would imply that this is a very young feature. On the other side, if you do measurements, then you'll find that the long axis here towards the north, i.e. This axis here that I'm showing just now, this is supposed to be aligned, and at the summer solstice you would actually find the sun going down here at the end of that line. So it's potentially a macro calendar telling people when the summer solstice was reached. Now this could of course be coincident, because it also is approximately the long axis of the valley. So maybe this is a bit fortuitous that there's a coincidence. But yeah, well, this should be really pretty much now. So if I come here tonight, then I should actually see the sun going down just behind that cliff there. But well, given the clouds today, I think even if I came here later, it's not going to do me any good. I won't see very much here. So, but let's look at this wall here. And here we have another of those walls with coarse exterior material and finer interior material. I'm starting to see something completely different actually. I'm starting to see that this is a bit like sediment traps that were created here. This is the old little river valley. This is why we have some of these rounded boulders. And I've showed this before. It's still used today in some of the ravines which go through the cities. And we showed it in Santa Cruz de la Palma, etc. And if you have flash floods coming down here, what you want to have is you want to have little obstacles that keep the large blocks trapped so that they don't wash down. If you have a settlement somewhere down the valley, you would actually want these things to be trapped. Now, whether this is Spanish conquest or post-Spanish conquest, well, I don't know, but I'm starting to actually see that these walls that are brought across the valley here with the rounded boulders, they are more of a protective device to reduce the hazard from flash floods. So, and otherwise I cannot quite see what they do. And they might have been used for agriculture in between. Of course, there has not been a flash flood in quite some time here, I guess. Maybe the channel was diverted, but that's what I'm starting to get suspicious about, that these walls that are kind of across the valley, they may actually have had a very different purpose. And well, the pyramid itself, well, I don't know. I'm still kind of fighting with myself what to believe. I guess I'm gonna look a little bit more and see what other evidences I can collect. Thank you very much, and talk to you very soon. All the best.